All right. So we're going to do a project in the fabrics I want to do yet. I'm going to find some kind of ugly washi tape to use. I am going to use the same palette from the other day. I've got nickel quinacridone, azo yellow, sap green, quinacridone rust, dioxine purple, but I've added a marine blue, a crimson, moon glow, and an anthracon blue. That came. Most of these came in the Pacific Northwest set for a memgram, but I've just added a couple of the extras. Hi, Janet. Hi, Lori. Hi, Judy. Okay, here's the choices. Now, these aren't lessons in the book. They're just images. There's this one with a boat. And then there's also this one with the trees. I was kind of leaning toward the one with the boats today since we've been doing a lot of trees. I actually like this one with the trees with the moon also. I like both of these. And I'm not going to do it exactly the way it is, but I kind of like the way she does boats out of paper. And that might be kind of fun to do. A cloudy sky. I'm not sure I want to do the rain. But I thought we could do a cloudy sky. And typically when I do a lot of clouds, I use a paper towel. And this one's damp already, which is perfect. Hi, CB. So I'm going to try to do the one on page 82. It's not a step out. There's no step out for it. And do something similar to this. So I'm going to start with a sort of a soft yellow in the background for the sky and a little bit of marine blue in some places. And then we'll come in with the more intense color. Hi, Christy. Right, and I'm going to use a 12 round. And I'm going to use the one that I like, that it's not a fine tip. It's more of a blunt round. But I find it easier to puddle. And I'm going to start with some of the azo yellow. And I'm going to put a little bit of water on this where I want to go. And kind of let that bleed. And I think I'm going to put a piece of washi tape to create my horizon line where I want my water. Just to kind of help me. All right, and I'm going to grab a little nickel. Though I'm not going to use as much of that. Just want a little. All right, and then I'm going to pounce. I'm going to clean my brush and go to the marine blue. which is kind of more of a turquoise color. And I know I'm going to get a little of a green where the mix of the blue and the yellow are. Again, I'm going to plot to get that crumpled saran wrap could also give you the same look. All right, then I'm going to go back into the yellow and fade that out at the top and get a little bit of crimson. To work in. I'm going to let some of that water just bleed and do the work for me. Okay. I got my book too, Eileen, but we're going to keep it a secret until New Year's Eve. I'm not going to show it. I'm going to show it on the New Year's Eve stream. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Hi, AJ. I'm going to lift just a little bit more of the yellow. And put some of the, I'm going to start with some of the darker storm area. With the crimson. And this is still damp, so I'm doing wet on wet. Okay. I need more water in my brush. I'm getting some more of this crimson off to the side so I can get it wet. Okay. Add some more drips. Let that bleed out. All right, now I'm going to go to, I think, The Moon Glow by Daniel Smith. Let it do its thing. And maybe a little of the dioxine purple. And I'm just letting it wick out. And pull back in places maybe where it's heavier than I want. Not sure how I'm liking the Moon Glow. I think I like the dioxine purple a little better, and I'm going to add some crimson back in here in some places too. More intense. I need some more purple. Let me get the tube. I thought I was going to use the Moon Glow. The one thing about using the colors from the set is that you know that they're going to blend well together. It's kind of like Colleen's theory about the houses for the Primas. You know the colors that they put together do well. So for the most part, most of these are from that Northwestern set that I have. The only thing I've added that's not in this set is the crimson and the azo yellow. It had a yellow ochre, which was just too muddy for me. Okay, Dot, that's good. I would hate to have to visit you in jail if I went to England. You know, that would not be the plan. Ideally. Okay, and I'm going to get some more of that crimson. I actually think I want some of this soft yellow peeking out here again, here and there. And I kind of like the muddy blend of it in some of the white spaces. That's way too much yellow. Okay, so let's take some of that crimson and put in here. And then some of the purple. Yeah, I like muddy blends too, Vicky. I like just seeing where it's gonna go. Okay. Okay. And then I'm taking some more of the intense pink in here. And then I'm going to put a wash of the green down here. For right now. I'm coming with a little bit of the purple and let those kind of blend. Okay. Now I'm deciding how I want to do the rain. And I'm thinking I'm going to get a rigger. I'm going to load it with crimson first. And I'm going to go from this dark area. I'm just flicking. I'm going to make sure my brush stays wet. Can you see how it sort of just... I'm going to get some of that off there. All right, now I'm going to take and grab the dioxazine purple. I'm going to add that to the crimson. So I have kind of a mix of the both of them right now. I'm going to dry this just a little bit. Hi, Lena. Hi, Kathy. Okay. I see a little brown spot I don't really like. Just going to darken it with a little purple and a little crimson. Just going to darken this just a little bit, and I'm going to grab some of that dioxazine purple again. And just trying to make a, because this is where I want the rain to come from. I'm going to get that crimson. And let them kind of meet. All right. Yeah, they're soft but vibrant. They're real soft on the one side. They're the M grams in that Northwest Pacific set that we got, Lena. All right, so I'm going to go back to my rain. That one's a little heavy, but I can blot it out. All right, now I'm going to go just straight to the purple. Go back to the crimson. Purple, and I want to put just a little bit of I think that works for the rain. Clean that. I'll take my washi off. And let's do the water. I'm going to angle it a little bit. All right, so I'm going to start kind of the same way that I started the last one. With the yellow. Because whatever you see in the sky, you should see the same basic colors in your water. And Lena, this is her original from the book. It's page 82 if you're doing a follow along, anybody. There's no step outs. I'm just kind of winging it with my own color choices, similar to hers. And I just did wet on wet for most of this. And then I did my rain with a rigger dry. All right. So I'm going to start with a puddle of water. And I'm going to work with that to start with. Then I'm going to lighten that yellow a little. All right, and then I'm going to go, and I probably would introduce this one other blue that I have in a minute. This is the marine blue. All right, and I'm going to I like to drag with my water sometimes. Okay, let's go a little crimson here and there. A little heavier over here. Ooh, there's even some blue. Some of the, oh, that's why I have that blue. Just a second. I got my hand in the corner of the palette and my fingers. That could have been super bad. I mean, I was reaching across with that rigger. All right, let's move that up just a little bit. I got it in here somewhere. All right, let's get that wet because I didn't get to really. Okay, I like that soft color. Now I'm going to grab some of this other blue. And I'm going to take my tape and put my tape on the sky. Get a little more of that color. All right, and I think I'm going to take a little bit of that. Marine, and mix it with some of that blue. And I am going to need some purple in here too. Because I'm getting, see, this yellow's going green on me real bad over here, which all right, let's get some of that purple in there. No, it wasn't dry enough. It was dry, but just not dry enough. In fact, I can probably lift some of it out. That will be one thing I'll say about some of the Holbeins. This isn't a Holbein, but the one thing I noticed with some of the Holbeins is that they lift really easy. But I think I'll stay more of this marine green over here on this side, on the lighter side. All right, so I'm going to go back to some of that moon glow and the dioxine purple. And I'm going to wipe this way this time. And grab a little of that blue mixture in there. And I'm going to put a boat in here, remember? Why that little boat would be out in the storm, I don't know. Seems dangerous. And I'm just going to put some wavy lines in there to finish it off. Hi, Kimberly. Thank you, Judy. Hi, Joycey. I'm getting close to being done with this mess of the water. Okay, I'm going to take that off there carefully. I won't tear the paper. Okay, and I think I need to do a soft mist at my horizon line. And I'm going to use a little bit of the marine blue. And a little bit of that purple. I'm going to turn it upside down just a little bit. Let gravity kind of do its thing. And then I'm going to grab that rigger. Get it wet. And pull some of that up and just soften that. Just get my brush wet. From the water. And I'm going to sort of soften it here with the tip of the brush. I think that's a little, because it's supposed to, it's blurry. In fact, I'm going to add a little of that color that I have on my brush in for some low clouds. Just to help kind of blend it. Okay, so now we're done with that. Let's rinse my brush. Now we need to pick paper for the boat. So I'm going to set the watercolor to the side. I don't think I need that right now. And I'm going to let this sit. She has yellow and pink. I think what I want to use for the sails is I have somewhere some really pretty modeled map paper that's got either that could work. I'm going to dig, because I have a lot of this kind of stuff. I'm going to dig real quick and see what I can find. A piece of that might work. Some of this is jelly printed magicals. The color that I'm looking for may have been stuck in the blue drawer. Just a second. of it. There's some of it there. I never know what drawer I stick it in because it's got so many colors a lot of times on it. That might be the piece I was looking for. Okay, and I'm thinking for the bottom of the boat, I think I want that for the sails. For this. Not that. This could be the bottom of the boat. Or the bottom of the boat could be dictionary print. That's too much like it. Let's try the sails in this. Because they're white. Okay, I'm going to put the two pieces together face in. And that's too dramatic, I think. Okay. So I think that'll be the sails. And we can even shorten one of them. This one has less interesting colors. We'll put a mask in there. Need to take a little bit of the bottom of that off. And I don't need any comments from anybody, people in the YouTube world about the accuracy of my sailboat. All right, now we need to decide what color for the base, for the bottom. Maybe this yellow. Something like that? Or should we go like green? My boat is wonky. Yeah. It's wonky. It's not even glued yet, Vicky. So how can it be wonky? I may have the curve cut in, so I may have to change the sail somehow, but I'm not over it yet. Now I could just do it this way. Just triangles more cut apart, like a triangle cut apart. That one's got. That's flatter on the bottom. Yeah, I do. I think I like that better. I'm not sure if I like the base of the boat. I may go back to that green that we had yesterday. I may do a piece in green for the bottom. In a more lime green or a dark green. That's probably better than this tone-wise. Let's try the darker green. Okay, do we like the darker or the lighter color? I think I lean towards the light colored one myself. But I also could put a piece across the boat. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a piece just across the boat as like a piece of trim. Yeah, the lighter colored one stands out better. Plus, if you're sailing in this storm, you got to be optimistic, don't you? Or nuts. I almost said one of Patty's words, which I try not to on stream, since I may have students watching. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to put that right here. Put that sail on here. And I'm just putting the glue on the back because I think I want to use the Zig watercolor brushes on the sail maybe. Though we don't have any splots. And we don't have any metallics. Yeah, because mine are of the age, they know I have the YouTube. I mean, they follow me. They watch the videos. So. Okay, we need a mask. Let's get the... All right, let's start with a brown. And there might need to be some metallic on the ocean. Just saying. Because as Eileen says, it wouldn't be a real Debbie if it didn't have any glimmery shimmer in there. I did get some magicals in there. And I'm going to use a pen to do some lines. And I'm going to take a green, the wrong color green, on a damp brush. Just want to get some of that black. All right, I want a different green, definitely. I don't know what their lines are on the boats. I just know there are ropes and lines. So I'm not going to worry about any of that. All right, let's use the turquoise on the edge of the sails. And I'm going to come back with a damp brush. Paper towel and blot it. Okay, on that edge. Oh, there's some magicals that wasn't dissolved. Okay, and I'm gonna take a dry paper towel and blot that. That'll dry lighter. It's just wet right now. Let's see if we can find the right green to use on the boat. Just want it on the edges. There's a marine green, which is probably pretty good. And I'm going to mix it with the lime. And that's going to move pretty fast because there's gel medium on the top of the paper when I glued the strip on. Okay, set that down. Put some lime in there and some water. Let's plop that back. That looks pretty good. Put the lids back on those. That's a no. Okay, the sail needs to dry. And it'll lighten back up. And I think I want to get some metallic for the water. Clean that brush. All right, let me get my metallics. And I'm going to use a silver, I think. I might also use some of that just straight up glitter. And some of the blue silvery color that I've got over here might also be good. There's a real pale blue. This won't show up on the screen very much. Go on silver where it's darker, and the shimmery blue where it's lighter. I'm going to have a real pale. Okay, and then I think this is I call it glacial ice. It's just glitter in watercolor medium. Okay, let's. So you can see it shimmer just a little. I'm gonna get it wet and take just a little bit back in places. I think I'm done. All right, let me dry it a little. All right, just a second. That's Bob's Amazon package. All right, got that. The last thing I think it may need, does it need any white on the water? The boat needs a reflection. We can do that. But there's not going to be a... Just a second. Just going to do very little of a reflection. Does that work for you? And maybe the mask. I don't like that. She doesn't have a reflection in hers, Dot. But that gives a little bit of a green reflection from the boat. And maybe a little pink. Let's grab some of that crimson. And we'll do a little bit of a pink, like for the sails. Since we got that pink kind of going on in the sails. That's as close as it's going to get. It's a little green color and that pink. Should I put some white in there? Is what I'm thinking. Thanks, Beth. I'm thinking that it needs some white acrylic here and there with a rigger maybe watered down because the water would be rough if there's a storm. Especially where the boat is. It needs to be drier. Okay. Trying to do it where there's color transitions. Okay. Just trying to dry brush some in that area too. Okay, I think I should stop. Let's take the tape off and then we'll sign it. All right. There's one. Right. This one. And we're good. Hi, Tammy. Thank you. All right. Get rid of that. Okay. Water. So about the water. Sky, I really am happy with as far as what I wanted it to do and what I think it did. I do want to soften if I can. I think I do want to soften this just a little in here. Is the only thing I would say it needs. Just to soften that a little. So here is the one in the, let me move these, put those away. Here's the one in the book that we were trying to somewhat emulate. And the book is Fast and Fun Watercolor by Gina Lee Kim. And the one I think that I'll do tomorrow, I don't know what time I'm going to stream tomorrow because Bob has an appointment, is I think I was going to do this one, but I think I'm going to do this one. Maybe a combination of those two. I think my sky turned out better. I'm not super happy with my water. I wish I had kept this side a little lighter in the water. But the boat is whimsical. It's not a realistic, watercolor. Let's put a mat on it and I'm going to figure out where I want to sign it. But I'm real happy with my sky. Okay, I think I'm going to sign it in white Posca again. But the sky is what drew me to that photograph. To begin with. The storm, the clouds. There's a blob of water there or something. It was not letting me finish the S. So, like I said, I don't know what time. Normally I stream around 4 or 5 o'clock Eastern. Bob's appointment's at 11, so I probably can come back and stream after Shauna like normal, but it might be later. But I know there's a possibility that Patty was going to stream too tomorrow. So I might just do a nighttime stream after Patty if Patty does. I mean, I don't know what she's, like I said, I don't know if I'll stream at my normal time. We'll see what happens. But I'll tweet. Hi, Brenda. I have been thinking about you. I miss seeing you in chat. And I saw you had started posting again on Instagram. Hi, Happy Guy. We did put some sparkle in it at the end. We had to. It's little, not a lot. But there's a little. All right, I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. I don't know. It's Friday. If anybody else is streaming tonight or not. We should trickerhead Colleen into streaming, Eileen. You should get on that. We got Jean to come. We got Jen to come back on last night, but then Eileen fell asleep, so I had to play Eileen. Yeah, start working on Colleen. Hi, Faithless. I'm just finishing up, but the recording will be up. We did a project out of Fast and Fun Watercolor. It was a picture from page 82. It is not a step out in the book, but I used some of her ideas and oh, that's cute. Look at that sail with the scallop piece of paper. That's really pretty. Yeah, I think I've had some sideline experience. You just say eek when you hear about pink or flamingos, and you ask for green every time you're asked for a color. You say green, and then you say black. It needs a pop of black rings. It did to her page. Her ATCs are going to be pretty though, because she had the teal and the brown going, and then we put a pop of lime green on it. She didn't have faith at first, but I insisted, like you would. I will tweet if Colleen streams, Sharon. I'll let you know. I'm going to go get something to eat. And Bob should be home fairly soon. Thanks for hanging out, guys. All right. Bye.